Okay, so we've got a nice property here. Just walked through in detail with Sue, and we want to scale these down, these oleanders down, maybe pick out some of the browning material in there and any obvious deadwood. We want to scale them down to the height of the wall in the back. As we come over here, this little plant here, salvage what we can, take out the dead material. Trimming of these, maybe slight shaping of the offcuts on the trunk on these. I think these are pygmy palms, might be Mediterranean fans. This Texas sage will leave as is. We're going to scale this one down so they're sort of shaped accordingly. The sizes are somewhat more balanced because they're out of whack. The 4 chase trees up top, just some thinning and lacing and some obvious deadwood removal. 1, 2, the third one behind the mimosa as well as this one. The mimosa in the center, we talked about just removal of the deadwood and then selective trimming of the live material to reshape a smaller tree and see how that happens. We need to make sure that this tree is getting water. Very key for this tree. Sago, as I mentioned, the palm trees in general should get a feeding. It's not something I do, but Moon Valley or someone else, Star Nursery or someone else can deal with that. But we will trim up a couple layers on the lower branches and see if the water is happening. These two, just remove them, take them out. They're too big, too out of scale with what's remaining here. So that's coming out. That's going to be cut down to the ground. Rosemary, remove that, just cut that out. A little bit of trimming on these trees, not a whole detail on the trunk on those palms, but just some of the dead branches. Going through here, a little bit of scaling down. There's sections that are a little too high, not too many, because they're a little, the wall is higher on this side. And then picking out some of the obvious deadwood and leaves. As we make our way out the front, we're going to take away this seedling mimosa here. Slight deadwooding on this, just quickly clean out the dead pieces like this right here, and that'll help it flower. As we go out the gate, as I was mentioning to Sue before, we have what I would consider your most important plant or tree on your property for a couple reasons. One, it's in the front. 2, it's the largest one. It's the most healthiest one. And the main thing on this is we need to go through and trim and lace it. And generally got a nice structure and scaffold limbs, but it's too thick and full. We want to raise up over the sidewalk as well as the house, make sure that the scale of the tree is a little more balanced with the height and the size of the house. And that's pretty much it. Go through and thin and lace accordingly, allow more sunlight and air penetration in the tree, and improve its aesthetics. So it's a beautiful tree other than that. So that'll conclude our walkthrough. As I pull out, we can see the scale of this tree. It's just a little too big compared to the house. It's starting to take over the house, and we want to give it a little better scale and better structural integrity in the years forward. So thank you for watching. This is Gil, Dances with Branches Tree Care.